What's up guys, welcome back to On the Brick. A few weeks ago I made a video talking about my negative experience with AV figures, which by the way I still don't have an update to. Yep, 25 days after my purchase and no update. However, at the end of that video I recommended SW Fanatics, and I also mentioned him in last week's video as well, but I don't want that to be a blind recommendation. So today I'm going to talk about him, and so that it is fair, I'm going to talk about my worst experience with him and leave you to make the comparisons. This experience is quite recent as well, as it started on June 7th. As you may know, I've been wanting to get back into decaling, and so I purchased a blank figure with a resin casted P2 helmet along with a decal of the new Ahsoka troopers. And being a fan of red versus blue, I also got this AV Phase 2 Agent Carolina. And to be clear, I got the ready to go version, not the commissioned version, which takes significantly longer. A lot of stuff actually ended up going wrong with this order, but I hope you can see what the differences are. First, I received confirmation of shipping within 2 hours. This wasn't entirely unexpected, as again, I bought things that should have been ready to go. However, the first problem, so to speak, was that come Friday, it still sat in pre-shipment, which means even though the label was created, it wasn't actually shipped. And I'm probably gonna make a full video about this, but to anyone selling things out there, pre-shipment is not shipped. If you have printed the label, you have not shipped the item. Regardless, that Friday I emailed SW and said, "Hi, this is in regards to my order number. I received shipping confirmation on June 7th, but the tracking number shows it still hasn't actually shipped. Considering it has now been 5 days since that confirmation email, I was wondering if my order is going to ship soon. Many thanks." I got a response the very next day saying, "Yep, it's been shipped just today. We were short on supplies, sorry." Then I sent another email saying thank you. That there is problem number 2, and the only real issue with this entire purchase. The supplies they were short on was in reference to the blank figure I bought, and to be quite honest, if they didn't have the product, they shouldn't have it available to purchase. It should just be listed as sold out until it is available. But it seems the problem was fixed and they shipped out my order. I did immediately check again and it still showed that it was in pre-shipment, but these things take time, so I said whatever, I'll wait until Monday. But come Monday, there was absolutely no change. Even if the item had simply been dropped off but USPS had not actually shipped it, that would still show. SW Fanatics did say he had a lot of orders, so a little concerned I reached out to him one more time, just wanting to make sure that my package had actually been sent. I said, "Hi, this is once again in regards to my order number. You told me it had shipped out Saturday, however the tracking number provided says USPS is still awaiting the item, which, if it was dropped off, shouldn't be the case. Of course things are moving slowly right now, but I did want to make sure one more time that my order was dropped off and hasn't accidentally been forgotten or something. I don't mean to be so bothersome about it, but I did buy a expensive figure after all. Thank you for your time." Once again I got a response almost immediately saying, "Hi again. We were waiting for blank bodies to arrive. I will be shipping it out tomorrow. I apologize for the confusion. I had thought I already shipped your order but was thinking of a different customer. Yours is to be shipped out tomorrow and packed tonight. Thank you for your patience." And again I sent a quick thank you email, but that's how I knew what they were waiting for in the earlier message. But then immediately after I sent them my thank you response, literally within 1 minute, I got one more email from him saying, "Okay, sorry for further confusing you. Turns out the post office is super slow with shipping the stuff out. I believe they will be updated soon. Also, turns out we shipped out just the decal for Carolina rather than the full fig. I'll be sending a second package tomorrow with just Carolina," and then they provided me the tracking number. I did make sure they were sending me the actual figure, and they responded saying yes. So at this point, it had been 1 week since my purchase. There had been a little bit of confusion, some problems, and admittedly some impatience from my side. But again, the only real issue was not having an item in stock that they were selling. Their communication was really good, and they even solved a problem before I knew it was a problem. And with that, I got to keep the Carolina decals for free. The next day, I was surprised in a better way when the first package arrived. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, because Monday it said it wasn't shipped yet, and Tuesday it was there, but I don't mind, because hey, it came. And when I opened the package, I was met with my final problem. There were 2 issues at this point, and though one of them is on SW Fanatics by their own admission, the other one I can't blame on them. The package itself came in a really terrible state. I'm sorry, but I don't have a picture of this because I just threw it away almost immediately. But it came ripped and had clearly been stepped on and was just in a really poor state, which meant that when I saw the melted leg on the back of the figure, I wasn't really surprised. I was certainly upset, but not really surprised. What did surprise me in a not so good way were the yellow hands. This is an incredibly small problem, and I have an excess of black hands, so it was really easy to fix. But I did post on Instagram saying that when the listing shows black hands, that's what I'm expecting to get, specifically because this figure is meant to be for a clone trooper. Again, I was able to fix it easily, but I did want to point that out. The next day, though, SW Fanatics reached out to me asking me to message them and let them know what my order number was, as they wanted to fix it. I responded explaining to them they really didn't have to, as they were both minor issues that were easily fixable, but they insisted. I once again told them they really didn't need to, it was totally fine. I was upset at the state of the figure, but it wasn't at them, it was at USPS. Still, they sent me replacements, and at no extra cost, mind you. And I felt bad because I felt like I was being bothersome to them, but Jordan handled it amazingly. And that is why I recommend him, because even though there were several problems that showed up, he helped handle and fix them every single time, even before I knew about them in one occasion. His responses were quick, professional, and truthful. And I have no doubt that if I have any further issues in future purchases, he will help resolve that as well as he did this time around. And for the record, I did get the full Carolina figure in. I'm going to do a full video about her on Sunday because there is a very specific reason I got this figure. But I hope you can see the differences between my experience with SW Fanatics and AV figures. And just like my video about them, this isn't to call out AV figures or say that they're a terrible person or company or anything like that. That's absolutely not what I am intending. AV figures certainly has a lot of areas to improve on, but I'm personally hoping that they do. I would love to be able to recommend them again. For right now, I would definitely say to check out SW Fanatics if you haven't already. They do offer decals, so they tend to focus on exclusive decals. They offer commissions of everything that AV Figures does and some of their own. They have ready-to-go figures like the one that I bought, and they have custom printed figures as well. The biggest downside with SW Fanatics is the pricing, as even though I can fully understand it, it's still too much for my personal taste. If you're looking for just decals, this place is perfectly fine. If you're looking for full figures, I would just go with a printed figure instead. But if you do choose to get a full figure from SW Fanatics, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. And if you want to know what I mean, you're gonna have to check out Sunday's video, because that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving me your time. If you liked what you saw or you're a fan of SW Fanatics, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on him or any other sellers. Did you have a good experience or did you have any bad experiences with him? And if you're a fan of custom LEGO sets, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you know every time that I upload. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.